Hi everybody. Oh my goodness, it is getting so close to Thanksgiving. Do you know how I know? Let me see if any of you can guess how I know it's getting close to Thanksgiving. Because it's hotter than absolute hinges of hell in Dallas today. And when it gets summertime and then it cools down, then you have a little cold front, then it gets hot, hot, hot again, then you know it's Thanksgiving. So it's going to be a fun one this year. Look who's here. My baby girl's here to see us. She wanted to come be on camera today. So that's Miss Daisy, for any of you that don't know. She's my little Great Dane. We host Thanksgiving at our house every year, and typically we'll have maybe around 20 people, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but it's always a fun time. There's always a lot of people here, and I always look forward to it. And one thing that I look forward to is setting my Thanksgiving table. I don't get an opportunity very often to be not fancy, but a little fancier than every day. I always keep a centerpiece on my dining room table, and I try to make the house, pick up the big hunks of stuff and try to keep it looking decent if I can. But the holidays is when I really get to decorate and really get to do some fun stuff. So today I'm going to take y'all with me to do my table. I'm really excited. We'll take a look at all the components and how I set it all up. I'll give you a nice look at the end. Now, one thing the first thing I'm going to do is show you my silverware. And I use that term loosely. It's silver plate, but it is very, very old, from the 40s, so a lot of years old. And so I'll let you see that, tell you a little story about that. Then we'll go in, we'll look at all the components of how I set my table, and then I'll give you the final look. And one thing I'd like to insert here, as much as I enjoy doing this, and it thrills me to get to do it, is that my kids and grandkids, I think, would just be just as happy eating out of Cool Whip bowls and margarine tubs and jelly glasses, but too dadgum bad. On Thanksgiving and Christmas, they are going to eat out of the good stuff, if they like it or if they don't. So anyway, I hope all of y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And let's see, before we end, one little side note here. You know me, I always have to do it. If you are here for your first time today, I appreciate you stopping by. I love it. Wish you could come to Thanksgiving. But I do ask, if you like what you see today, and maybe some of my other videos you may have seen, would you please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Now, what I'm hearing, y'all know anything about YouTube, but what I'm hearing is that if you don't click the little bell to notify you when I put up a new video, that you don't get notified anymore. You just have to happen onto it. So if you enjoy my videos, subscribe, click the little bell notification, give me a thumbs up, and let's see, what else? Yeah, one funny thing my daughter said when I was telling her how I was going to do my table, there is one little decoupaged item, and she said that she's scared to death one of these days she's going to come over here and I will have Maurice decoupage to something. So with that little bit of silliness, let's get moving on the show. Okay guys, before we start the table, I wanted to show you my silverware. And this silverware gets used twice a year, Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I purchased this about 15 years ago at a garage sale. And I know it had to have been someone's wedding china. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And this is by the 1847 Rogers brother. It is silver plate. I can't afford the real deal, real silver, but this is probably as nice as I'll ever have. But I wanted to show you the price list that was effective September the 15th, 1945. Okay, here's the price list. You could get a service for 8 teaspoons, so that would be 8 spoons for $5, or a service for 12, $7.50. Okay, so could you imagine buying silver now, 12 teaspoons for $7.50? I don't think so. Now, let me show you this. Here is what was on it when I purchased it. 1847 Rogers, Eternally Yours, service for $1,250. And since it was the end of the day, they were trying to get rid of everything. I offered her $75 and she took it. So I feel like I made a really good deal. Now here are the replacement charges, which you can still get these. 1 spoon now is $6. Back in 1945, you could get 8 spoons for $5. So I would say I got a pretty good deal on this. I love it. It's beautiful. Like I say, it gets used twice a year, Thanksgiving and Christmas. When I bought it, it was tarnished so bad. It looked awful. I spent hours and hours and days polishing this, and now I have found if we use it twice a year, wash them in hot soapy water, rinse them in hot water, and dry them off with a soft cloth, I've never had a problem with tarnishing again. So I wanted to show you that before we get started on the table. The first thing I want to do is for us to take a look at the components that will be going into my tablescape. And as all of you know, I don't have any money. I try to do everything on a budget, so I just shop my house. I find things I already have, and that's what I use. This year I've spent maybe $15 in new items to go on my Thanksgiving table, so let's take a look at what I'm going to use. The first thing that I always use is a tablecloth. I'm an old-fashioned kind of girl, and I like tablecloths. I just, for the holidays, I don't keep one on all the time. This year I put a burlap runner on my tablecloth, and it goes all the way from end to end. Don't look at that ugly chair. I hate it, but I'm going to get new ones. I did buy a roll of burlap with lace on it from Dollar Tree, so there's the first dollar that I spent this year. I'll be running that the length of the table as well. I am using a wicker serving basket. It's just a big, beautiful basket, and I've just filled it up with pumpkins and plants and different types of fake food, and we've got some pine cones, and I threw a little beaded garland that I made in there. Now these are so easy to make, and you can make one for probably $2, $3 max, or you can go to Hobby Lobby and buy them for about $15, so you know, whichever you choose. Then I am using a cake plate to give me some height for my centerpiece, and on that I have a wreath that I've had for many years. And inside this wreath, I just set this little pumpkin. Now, I did buy that pumpkin this year. I found it on sale for, I want to say, $2, and it's a very big one. I mean, you can see compared to my hand how big it is. So, yeah, it's a big old gal. And then the next thing, I've got a pile of leaves that I'll be spreading out kind of all over the table. the next new things for this year, I got a couple of new candle holders. Let's go over here and let's take a look at these. And as always, they come from the Dollar Tree, and I just took one of their little crystal candle sticks and I glued it to a little candle holder, and there you go. Stuck my little cream colored candle in it, and we are good to go. It turned out really cute. So that was $6. So as you can see, we're still not very far. Next thing, I always like to use a charger for my holiday table. I just think they're really pretty. They add just a touch of class, and I need all the class I can get. Then we've got these plates are the only expensive item I have. They came from Hobby Lobby, and you can see that beautiful border on them. I want to say the plates, when I got them, the year that I got them, they were $9.99, which would be a dream. There's no way I'm going to spend $10 on a freaking plate, but neither here nor there. I went back after the holidays. They had exactly 8 of them left. I needed 8. My table set's 8. And they were 90% off, so I got them for like around $1, right at $1 a plate. That's my kind of plates, but they're gorgeous. They're beautiful ones. Then I've got a salad plate that goes on there, and I don't know if you can tell in this light or not, but it's a very pretty cream color. It is not white. Then it's got the gold plants and flowers and ferns on it, and I use those for a salad plate. This year I wanted to add a touch of something else, so I have some new plates here. And as you can see, look at that, how beautiful that matches my tablecloth. And what these are, they are the $1 glass plates from Dollar Tree. Bought 8 of them. And I had, sorry about moving you. I had the most beautiful napkins that I decoupaged on them. You can see on the back, they've been decoupaged. And they turned out beautiful, added just another little added sparkly touch to my table. Plates are, excuse me, not plates, the glasses, some goblets that I've had for 1,000 years. I'm going to be using those. Not sure yet on my napkins what I'm going to do, and I believe you've already seen my silverware, so I am going to get this table put together, and then I'm going to come back and let you see how gorgeous and festive it looks. I'm not going to call it a glam fancy table. That's saved for Christmas. This is going to be more of a rustic, homey look that I hope everyone enjoys. So I will be back in a bit, and we will take a look at the finished product.